Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
So when you think of St. Patrick's Day, what do you think of for St. Patrick's Day?
The color green, I guess, immediately comes to my mind. Ireland,
Yes.
the Irish, a pot of gold,
Pot of gold, yeah.
leprechauns.
There you go. Well, it is the annual celebration of the patron saint of Ireland, which is somewhat misunderstood. A lot of the Irish folks moved to the U.S. during the potato famine and migration at different times, and there's probably as many people in Chicago that are Irish that live on the Ireland island. But I know that having friends there, Dublin, for instance, it'll be a big party. Now, they won't have the parades and different things that they typically would have because they're really still shut down big time there because of the pandemic. So it won't be like usual, but they usually have parades and all the parties and so forth in Dublin and some of the larger cities. But in the rest of Ireland, it's more like Christmas afternoon. It's a very quiet holiday, and a lot of people I guess think that it's just a big party in Ireland, and actually it's a bigger party here than Ireland itself. So it's more of a religious holiday in Ireland than a day to drink green beer. Just so you know. But there'll be some drinking going on in Ireland and all across the world because people seem to like to have some sort of an Irish connection. And green beer seems to be one of the connections there, and corned beef and cabbage and all those sorts of things. And we even have some of our restaurants and different clubs here doing things centered around St. Patrick's Day, either today or maybe this coming weekend. So happy St. Patrick's Day. I got a song that we mentioned yesterday that was sent to us from our friends in Ireland, sang by a very famous folk Irish singer there that we'll play a little bit later on.
Good.
And you got to play Danny Boy on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, absolutely.
So I've found a version of Danny Boy. There's about 1,000 of those.
I bet there are. Yeah.
Glenn Miller even did a version of Danny Boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So covered by lots of different people over a lot of period of time. Today is Wednesday, and we have a busy day lined up for you on the Breakfast Show. We should be hearing and seeing Mike Evans.
Oh, good.
In person, I believe.
Well, good. We will welcome him with open arms.
If not, we'll call him.
Okay.
But we'll expect him to be walking through the door pretty soon. So let's take a look at the school lunch menus and see if any of the schools are celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
All right, we'll start you at Cozad today. Some of their choices today will be a chicken patty with hot roll, mashed potatoes, and gravy, turkey club wrap, or Cobb salad with hot roll. That's some of the choices at Cozad today.
Anselmo Myrna Public Schools, it's fresh baked turkey and cheese subs, oven roasted hot dogs, barbecued pulled pork sandwiches, fajita salad and tortilla chips, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Loop City Public Schools today, a Reuben sandwich or ham and cheese pita pocket on the menu today.
At SEM, Mongolian beef, corn, carrots, and rolls.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning today, going to go with a baked potato bar with toppings, diced ham, and broccoli on the menu today at Sandhills.
Apologies, correction on SEM. Today they're having Philly cheese steak sandwiches, fruit, vegetables, and milk at SEM today.
All right, Callaway today, pigs in a blanket on the menu.
Irish pigs, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Litchfield, they're having orange chicken, fried rice, stir-fry veggies, dinner roll, tropical fruit, and milk.
Sargent Public Schools, lasagna or macaroni and cheese today with mixed veggies, fruit salad, breadsticks, milk, and salad bar at Sargent Public Schools.
At Thedford, it's let's see here. This is the, St. Patty's Day. Chicken Alfredo, fruit, vegetables, and milk at Thedford today.
Broken Bow Middle and High School, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub, oven roasted hot dog, barbecue pulled pork sandwich, or fajita salad with tortilla chips on the menu today at Broken Bow.
Green lasagna, no, I'm just kidding, lasagna and tea rolls at Arnold today. And at Ansley, they're having Cook's Choice for lunch, but they are having green eggs and ham for breakfast at Ansley
Nice.
today.
All right, Prairie Pioneer Center menu in Broken Bow today. Pulled pork, pasta salad, cabbage, peaches, and a biscuit on the menu today at the Prairie Pioneer Center in Broken Bow.
Have you ever had Irish potato salad?
Well, if I have, I guess I probably didn't know it was Irish potato salad. So
Well,
I don't know.
You know, you've heard of German
Sure.
potato salad. Well, our friend Kevin whipped up some Irish potato salad when we were there last time. And as they say in Ireland, I just went over the top on it. It was so good.
Good.
And so Kevin sent the recipe, and Joan has been trying to, you know how you get a recipe and you try to make
I
it
know.
taste like you did the first time you ate
Yep.
it. The secret is real cream. Put real cream in that potato salad. So if you want to try making some Irish potato salad, use real cream. As Kevin says, though, you really need those little Irish potatoes, but you can supplement. And, you know, you got to have some onions in there and some other things. I don't know what they are, but if you get a chance, put some potato salad together with real cream. Thanks to Viera Wireless today for helping us with the breakfast show and with our streaming projects that we've had over the past and in the future. And if you would like to talk to them how they can help you in the future, stop into the store at 841 South D Street or call 872-1535 to find out how Viera Wireless can provide you quality services with a plan to fit your needs and budget. The store is located right here, as we mentioned, at 841 South D Street, open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and also located in Ord, Lexington, North Platte, Kearney, Valentine, and many other locations. So stop in and see how they can help you very, very soon, as they have specials going on right now. What about the pancake feed in Anselmo? You know, there's something about, you know, talking about putting maybe some real cream in potato salad. Well, when you make pancakes, there's different ways to make them.
Yeah.
And each one can have its own flavor and taste. And I truly believe that because of the hospitality and the warm, friendly people in Anselmo, and having those pancakes flipped over in the firehouse makes them a pancake of their own.
I would say so. And they're going to give you a chance to taste those delicious pancakes this weekend, as the Anselmo Volunteer Fire Department will be having their pancake feed on Saturday, March 20th from 6 to 8:30 in the evening is when they will serve. And they'll do it right there at the fire hall. So go on out and support the Anselmo Volunteer Fire Department and enjoy their delicious pancake feed set for this Saturday, March 20th, 6 to 8:30 Saturday evening is when they'll serve.
Ooh, that sounds good. Sounds good. And it is still Lenten season, so you can get some fish sandwiches here and there, maybe some tilapia. You know, whip yourself up some fish at home, or find a restaurant who can make you fish before, you know, here in Nebraska, we're beef eaters, pork eaters, chicken eaters, but we don't probably eat as much fish maybe as some of us would like. So this is your window.
There you go.
Fish out, man.
Well, you're really into food today.
I am.
Kind of, man.
A potato salad. I got to tell you, you could live on Irish potato salad, and it just gets you pumped up about all the different foods.
I can tell.
Fish. I had mackerel in Ireland.
Yeah.
That was good.
How many times have you been to Ireland? 3 or more than that?
3 times.
3.
And we would have been back this last year.
Yeah, I know.
We were going to celebrate our anniversary there with our family, but just like everybody else, we all had to, you know, take it and realize that we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
This-
Is this Irish coffee, by the way, today?
I think it's got some. Let's taste it again.
All right, let's.
I think you just had some Irish whiskey in your coffee.
Oh, well, no wonder I feel good today.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what kind of coffee this is, but it's pretty
All right.
good. Yes, food is on our minds today.
Mm-hmm.
And, you've got to have, here's a little lead in. You have to have good refrigeration to keep your food safe and tasty. And we're going to talk a little bit later on to Brent with Lines Appliance about some of the sale things they got going on in appliances. The Garden Center, my goodness, you can start growing things right now with seeds and have yourself delicious vegetables early to put with your meal.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy meal. And you don't have to pay for it. Just buy the seeds and do the work.
There you go.
And Ryan will be talking about that. Custer Federal State Bank, speaking of a pot of gold,
There you go. Yes.
they can help you get that pot of gold somewhere down in the future at the end of the rainbow.
Man, you're red hot today.
Woo!
You're just taking everything we've talked about and tying it into our guests who are coming in. I tell you what, folks, that is 40 years of radio experience right there at its finest.
Well, my wife told me when she was out here this morning, she said, you look tired. And I said, I don't feel tired. I'm just getting older.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is the way my face looks. But my brain is working pretty good today, so I'm enjoying that.
That's good.
And also Fox Theater. We want to talk a little bit about Fox Theater now that things are opening up and some new movies are coming out. Very exciting. Tanya was here the other day, and I must say she looks Irish to me.
Oh.
I don't know if she is or not, but she's got some Irish genes in there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
That's the only connection I can make there. I don't think they have any Irish movies going on.
I don't know. We'll find out later.
All right. We hope that you're ready to have a fun day. We're going to be giving away, speaking of the Garden Center, a $25 gift card to the Garden Center during the show today. And we're also going to be giving you a chance to register for a $250 package of shopping cards to help you shop local. We're going to give two $250 packages away May 3rd right here on The Breakfast Show, but you need to register, and you can do that today on both our radio stations just by listening. And when our announcers say, hey, call in, that's all you got to do. You got to be 18, and you can register once per song. Let's just put it that way. Anything else on your mind today? Oh, I just wanted to ask you a question. The famous basketball player, LeBron James, he bought part of the Boston Red Sox yesterday.
I heard
Did you see that?
Well, I didn't really see it. Jeremy had mentioned it to me in passing that LeBron was now, I don't know, has ownership, I guess, in the Boston Red Sox, which is interesting to me because he's a Cleveland guy.
Yeah.
And I would think that, I guess, if he was to become involved with a baseball team, it would be the Cleveland Indians, because I remember when the Chicago Cubs happened to defeat the Cleveland Indians in 2016 in the World Series in Game 7, they kept showing LeBron James cheering for the Cleveland Indians. Of course, at the end of the day, he was very saddened because the Chicago Cubs won the World Series that year in 2016. But so, yeah, when he said the Boston Red Sox.
That 1 year.
When he's, stop it. I will always have that 1 year. I will always have that 1 year.
You will.
So, yeah, when he said the Boston Red Sox, that just kind of caught me off guard because I would think that maybe Cleveland would have been the baseball team that he would have looked at. But I don't know.
I think
it's hard to
maybe
tell.
this is just a thought. He has a lot of money.
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
He's very, very rich. And they say that the Red Sox are one of the most expensive ball teams in the major leagues as far as its worth, along with like the Yankees and some of the other big players. So maybe he just wanted to get involved in, a very expensive team.
That could be. I don't know.
A tax write-off of some kind. I don't know. It's Big Pig Day.
It is.
And Runza is ready to serve up those big pigs with chili on them or however you want them. So we're going to be giving you a chance to win a prize from Runza. Yesterday we didn't get a call. We had a stumper. What do we have today?
Well, since it is St. Patrick's Day, it seems only fitting that we move into some trivia questions about Ireland in honor of this holiday. So here's your first question. Which of the following is not a famous Irish brewery? Which of the following is not a famous Irish brewery? Your choices are Guinness, Smithwick's, Bulmers, or Harp Lager. Which of those is not a famous Irish brewery? Guinness, Smithwick's, Bulmers, or Harp Lager. Those are your choices. Which of those is not a famous Irish brewery?
That's a little tough, too. Give us a call at 872-2801 and win yourself a prize from Runza.
Dan loves a Reuben sandwich.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Reuben sandwiches everywhere.
Truly everywhere, including in a Runza sandwich.
What?
Yep, the Reuben-style Runza sandwich with corned beef, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and Reuben dressing.
It's my lucky day.
Or lucky month. Try the Reuben-style Runza sandwich, available for a limited time. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Another stumper.
Another one.
I don't know if we've had two stumpers in a row before.
I don't know. Would you like me to give you the answer?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah.
Okay, I will. Bulmers is the answer.
Is that a real thing, do you think?
I'm guessing. Your wife, who comes up with the questions for us, I'm guessing she made that up, but I don't know. Maybe it is a brewery, but just not Irish. I'm not the guy to ask.
Me neither.
For those for that.
I could talk to my wife about it, but
Yeah.
you know.
But which of the following was not a famous Irish brewery? Bulmers. The others, Guinness, Smithwick's, and Harp Lager, apparently are. Yes.
All right, we'll take a time out. We'll be right back.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN. Connie Ulmer Accounting is ready to prepare your 2020 tax returns again this tax season. Connie provides tax services for individuals, families, farms, ranches, small businesses, and corporations. Connie Ulmer Accounting has provided income tax services for over 20 years. They also continue to offer accounting services, bookkeeping, and payroll services. Call the office today at 308-872-6101 or stop by the office at 946 South D Street in Broken Bow.
From indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Some secrets just can't be kept, especially at the Secret Garden this Saturday. Visit them from 8:30 until 4:30, and you'll save 15% off anything green, including plants and new inventory. Prepay now for plants and pick up in May. And make sure to enjoy a $5 lunch or delicious smoothie or latte while you shop. Located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. Ephesians 6:7. Work with enthusiasm as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. The Secret Garden, open this Saturday.
It's 10 minutes before the hour, and Mr. Mike Evans walks in the door right on time. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good, Dave. How are you?
Good. I got to ask you guys a question. Do you think, I just was going to kind of hook up on my phone to play Old Danny Boy later on, and I had to find the dongle. Doesn't dongle sound Irish to you?
I'll let you answer that one, Mike. I've got nothing.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, that's a little attachment for the Apple thing.
Oh, okay. I
It's a
didn't know they called
dongle.
them that.
Yeah, it's a dongle. That sounds pretty much, you got dingle and dongle.
Dangle.
Yeah.
Dangle.
Yeah.
Might be right.
I could just hear it. County dongle. Maybe there is one. I'm not sure. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm surprised I'm the only one with green on in here, but
I,
you guys aren't
I
very
don't.
festive.
I don't. I looked in my closet. I have nothing green. Honestly,
Really?
I don't think I have
You had
anything
no
with
Sand
green
Hill
on it.
Stedford attire. That surprises
No,
me.
I should.
Yeah,
well,
somebody better send you a hat or something.
here's the deal with that, though. Don't get me on my soapbox, but the Nebraska School Activity Association, for announcers, you cannot wear anything that would connect you with a team that you were covering.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
You have to
rules.
remain independent even as a private announcer.
I guess.
Well, just so you guys know, I have green underwear on, but I'm not going to show them
Oh.
to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a nice green shirt you have on, though.
Yeah, thanks. It's hot. That's the only one I could find. I didn't want to. I knew the studio was always warm,
It
but
is. It is.
but
Well, speaking of warm and weather and those sorts of things, let's start there. This almost 4 inches of, between 3 and 4 inches of rainfall, depending on where you're located here in the last few days. Boy, oh boy, pastures are going to go crazy when the sun comes out, and I know you have some different things that you have on hand to help when the cattle go out to pasture.
we have a situation setting up, of course, every spring, but on a wet spring, and that's going to get warm real quick. You run into troubles with cows getting grass tetany when they're chasing that lush green grass.
Yeah.
So in order to prevent that, you feed high magnesium mineral products. So we have it in blocks and we have it in loose form. Most people feed it in loose mineral form. We also have it straight magnesium that you can add into any program that you're on. So
Okay.
you put about 10 pounds in a bag of mineral. And the main thing of it is you can't really build up magnesium. It's not fat soluble, so you have to continually feed it. The main thing of it is they don't like the taste of it that well, so you need to start it just a tad early so they get used to the bitter taste of magnesium.
It's kind of like coffee. When you first start drinking, it doesn't really taste that good, and then you get hooked on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah.
Okay. All
And,
right.
and it's a matter of life and death on that deal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they'll drop, and I mean, you've seen there's plenty of cattle die from grass tetany every year.
It's amazing. I think a lot of folks don't realize, you've kind of taught us this in our conversations, but you have certain springs where you grow really, really good grass that has a lot of what a cow and calf needs in it. And then you have grass that maybe gets too much rain and too much water in it. There's a little bit more to it than what people think when they look out there.
Yeah, sometimes it gets washy and they don't gain as well, and there's always something out there to throw a curveball at the cattle producers. I'll grant you that.
Yeah. Well, this is coming up soon, but it means that spring is here. We'll start seeing those cattle being moved to the pastures, and I know you're ready for that. What else you have for us today?
Well, it's a little bit of a green subject. I just wanted to mention.
Perfect.
It seems like we, and maybe I missed a week or something, but a while ago there was a guy that was talking about getting a green mohawk, and I don't know if he ever got it.
That is
And I
it.
was talking about it,
That's a
or I was
good
listening
point,
to him on
Mike.
the radio yesterday morning, and he made a promise. I thought if they raised 10,000 and they ended up raising over 20 for a great cause, that he was going to get a mohawk and dye it green.
That
That's
is right.
I believe he said Sandhills Thetford green.
Sanders, yeah, that's exactly right,
Yeah.
because they were in the playoffs then. And,
Right.
And anyway, did I miss something, or did he just?
No, I was here. I heard it too. In fact, I'm not so sure that it wasn't announced right here on this
I
radio
believe it
station.
was. Yes, it was.
It was a breakfast show, big news alert.
Yeah. So I just hated to let that slip by because.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah.
I think when you make those kind of claims, you have to follow through.
Yeah, so if you're listening out there, Mr. Gaffney, I think you got a promise to fulfill.
Yeah. Don't be a wimp, Drew. Follow through.
Hey, there you go. Good job. That's Dr. Seuss style.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Mike. He needs to follow through on that.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
Wasn't he going to do it live on the breakfast show?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't
That's
really
what I
pressed
thought.
him on that. I've kind of slipped our minds.
Yeah.
I think you could do a fundraiser all over again for something, some great cause.
Yeah. And there's always a need out there for a helping hand. Did you hear us, Drew?
Well, anyway, that aside, I just thought since he was going to do a green mohawk, we ought to bring that up.
There you go.
So I wanted to mention that also that we have our cane seed bookings going on right now. And every year it seems like it's a troublesome thing, but we only get so much in, and when it's gone, it's gone. And I'm about 50% booked. So,
wow.
So producers out there that need cane seed or hay and graze regrow seed, give us a call. You don't have to pay nothing down. You just let us get it booked and reserved for you. Put your name on it, and when you're ready for it in May and June, then we'll have it.
Yeah. Just call and just
call the 800-830-2119 and say, hey, I need 100 bags of this or 200 bags of this or 50 bags, whatever.
Yeah.
And we've got 4 different kinds of cane seed, and we got 2 different kinds of the hay and graze. And I do have some of it in already too, so I know I'm going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a struggle. On the seed business is a little different than the feed business. When you commit to a load of seed, it doesn't mean you're going to get that seed until it pulls up at your place.
That's the only time you really know.
You're dealing with some, I don't know, it's just a different world.
Okay. Well, don't hesitate, guys and gals. Call in. And
get your cane seed booked. And just wanted to mention it's been a real struggle for a lot of people to get range cubes right now because the ethanol plants got, because of the natural gas deal. A lot of these ethanol plants were down for about a week, so consequently the cubes are made out of distillers. They were down for about a week, so everybody that's getting range cubes is backed up, and so it's been really tough to get bags of range cubes and totes of range cubes, and we do have both on hand.
Okay.
But it hasn't been a picnic, but we haven't ran out, and I got a good supply at the moment.
You've been on the phone, I bet.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah,
things lined up. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not just any particular company; it's been all of them. So, but fortunately, we've been able to stay in supply, and we got a good jag right now.
Okay. All right. Lots of things happening going into the new season.
You bet.
Hey, we really enjoyed our remote down at your store. We gave away lots of money to your customers. It was fun to watch you give the money away.
Yeah,
it
was fun. Yeah, it was real fun.
But you just loved sitting there on the feed sacks and visiting. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we appreciated you guys being there, and we pulled out a lot of prizes after that, of course, and it was amazing. It's just from all over the place, all over central Nebraska. The customer base is a great. We really appreciate them, and it's a great customer base to work with. And just like the names that you drew out, they're from all over the place. So we get to deal with a lot of great producers out there.
Yeah, what did we draw? 3, and they were from all different areas.
Yeah, and old Pete Olson was the big winner. So 1,000 smackers,
$1,000. Well, are you saving up for another cash giveaway?
Well, hopefully next year we'll have our. We'll be able to serve them prime rib because we do the Cattlemen's producer meeting, and it's an appreciation for the lick tub and the mineral customers, and we usually have 300 people at that deal, and we serve a big dinner. But this year we just didn't figure it was probably appropriate. Didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah. Well, we're all looking forward to getting everything back the way it used to be. We all learn a little bit from it. We'll probably utilize some of the things we learned from this, but that was a lot of fun being there, and appreciate, as always, your business. Is there anything else that you have?
No, I'm good. I just want to remind everybody to be thinking about the grass tetany thing with their cows. That's probably the main thing.
And be sure and contact Drew Gaffney.
Yeah.
And kind of. Well, just to remind him of the commitment he made here on the Breakfast Show.
Yep, I'd appreciate that a lot.
Hey, before we let you go, I received a text message during your visit.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to keep this person's name anonymous.
Okay.
All right? But it begins with an FYI.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
FYI.
It says, it is Mike Evans's birthday week.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
You have a birthday coming up?
Well, it's coming up. It's not today, though.
Oh, well, he says birthday week.
Yeah, it is.
So is it?
It would be.
So my first question was, a lot of us have a birthday. Do you extend it out for a whole week?
I didn't know that until that text, but I'm hitting the old double nickel, Brent.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Well,
Double nickels.
I hit the single nickel just a few weeks ago. So
I'm way past nickels, guys.
yeah, right.
But happy birthday.
Yeah,
whenever it
thank
is.
you.
Happy birthday in advance.
I appreciate that.
All right. News is next. Look forward to having Mike back on the air again real soon. Evans Feed open here in Broken Bow and Oconto. Stop in to see him soon.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Police say a 21-year-old white man is in custody in a series of shootings at 3 spas near Atlanta. At least 8 people were killed, 6 of them Asian. CBS's Mark Strassman.
The South Korean Foreign Ministry told CBS News that 4 people killed were of Korean descent. Several advocacy groups warned that these shootings are likely to heighten fears among all Asian Americans.
President Biden says he agrees his Russian counterpart is a dangerous man. He was asked by ABC.
So you know Vladimir Putin. You think he's a killer?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So what price must he pay?
The price he's going to pay, well, you'll see shortly.
The last California governor to be recalled, Gray Davis, is urging Gavin Newsom to hang in there.
If things go well, people love you, and if things go badly, even if it had nothing to do with it, they don't. That's why I'm so confident that as time passes and more people get vaccinated, people will see for themselves that life is getting better.
Petition signatures are due today. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Female leaders in northeast Nebraska are hoping to leave their mark in history as role models. Amanda Poole with News Channel Nebraska has more.
You know, it was an honor. Dr. Leah Barrett describes how she felt to be the first female president at Northeast Community College.
When you have women in leadership positions, it provides role models.
Selected in 2019, Dr. Barrett is 15 months in, and her goal to lead by example has remained.
There might have been something inappropriate that happened, or something that was negative due to my gender or my age or any part of me, but that I have to find a way to grow from it and not let it set me back.
For her, Women's History Month is
a pivotal time in our society to recognize the diversity and celebrate it.
Dr. Barrett isn't the only female breaking glass ceilings in high education. Colleen Barnes is making strides at the state level.
She is appointed to one of the statewide boards in reference to her work with criminal justice. And she as a leader is so important, again, in a male-dominated field.
The criminal justice and sociology instructor believes women shouldn't be afraid.
I would tell females not to have any fear, that there is nothing that is holding them back.
In a male-dominated industry like law enforcement, Barnes says to break the stigma.
Especially in criminal justice, females think that they need to be very strong and they need to be aggressive because that's the perspective that we put out there, but that's not necessarily true.
In Norfolk, Amanda Poole, News Channel, Nebraska.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ralph Irvin.
News from the NFL starting in Houston, where an attorney claimed on social media that he's filed a lawsuit against Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson, claiming that Watson sexually assaulted a masseuse. Watson responding on social media, denying any wrongdoing. The San Francisco 49ers making free agency moves, re-signing tackle Trent Williams to a 6-year contract worth a reported $138 million. It includes a $30 million signing bonus. $55 million is guaranteed. He becomes the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. The team not done, though, as they also signed former Falcons center Alex Mack. The Lions and Rams are finalizing a deal that would trade defensive lineman Michael Brockers to Detroit. On the NBA scoreboard, Tobias Harris, 30 points. Philadelphia won their 6th straight, beating the Knicks 99-96. Damian Lillard, 50 points. Portland came back to beat New Orleans 125-124.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Cloudy skies across the area for today. We'll have breezy north and northwest winds. Do pick up a slight chance for a late-day shower developing with highs up to 41. For tonight, a slight chance for some drizzle in the evening, then a chance for some freezing drizzle overnight as lows drop back to 25. For Thursday, increasing sunshine, a high of 47, and Friday's highs in the lower 50s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Currently 29 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky. Winds out of the north. Backing down a bit now at 5 to 10, sometimes up to 15, but earlier in the morning we had gusts up to 25. Barometric pressure is now rising at 29.99, and humidity's at 88%. Our high yesterday was 40 with an overnight low of 30, but we're at 29 right now. Sunset today at 7:47. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:46. We did record 0.05 of an inch precipitation in the past 24 hours, so we're at 3 inches and 93 hundredths for the month. That's weather and news. Thanks for listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent Apperson and Dave Burney with you here on this St. Paddy's Day. We do want to talk a little bit about, well, as we have for a number of days now, jobs, and more jobs available out there, folks. It's amazing the quality jobs that quality businesses are offering and looking for good employees at. Brent may have one or two he wants to talk to you about right now.
Yeah, sure. We can go through a couple of job listings here for you. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a temporary highway construction technician and a temporary highway maintenance worker. This is a great summer opportunity. For a full job description and to apply, you need to go to this website. It is statejobs.nebraska.gov. Now, you have to fill out your application online, so you need to go to that website. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. Also, our friends at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow are currently looking for a sales associate. This position offers a competitive compensation package and outstanding benefit program. The sales associate would be responsible for various sales duties, including sales support functions, office coordination, and assist with some merchandise deliveries. Responsibilities and qualifications, just some of them, include develop a working knowledge of company products, procedures, culture, and customer service philosophy, have the ability to operate a computer and calculator, physical strength to lift and carry up to 80 pounds, and have a valid driver's license and a good driving record. To take a look at all of the responsibilities and qualifications and requirements for this position, you can log on to sandhillsexpress.com and go to the employment page. If interested, we encourage you to contact Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
I want to remind you folks that the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow, Nebraska is open 7 days a week, and they open up early and stay through the supper hour for you, whichever you call it, and they're ready to go any time of the day for you. If you walk in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can get a good home-cooked meal or even breakfast if you like. They just want to make you happy. And don't forget, if you're in a hurry or you would feel more comfortable picking your food up, they actually have a drive-through now that they created during the pandemic, and people are still using it. You can call ahead and order your food and pick it up, or you can talk to them through the window and pull around and wait and pull up and pick it up. They'll do whatever needs to be done to get it to you. For a while there, they were actually out delivering meals. I don't think they're doing that anymore, but they'll sure get it ready for you to pick up. And also don't forget about their meeting room, their party room. They have a lot of space at the west end of the building for receptions, business meetings, family reunions. the nice thing is they got plenty of space there to spread out if you like, and they can feed you right there too. And Carmen and the gang's ready to go. Don't forget about the buffet on Sunday.
Yep.
That's delicious. And they run that late morning through mid-afternoon for you folks to go in and enjoy that big buffet with all the home-cooked meal items you can think of, like chicken and pork and beef and gravy and mashed potatoes and green beans and corn and brownies for dessert. And it's all there for you on Sundays. And a lot of those same things are available right on the menu. Plus, don't forget they have pies for dessert and ice cream. It's a cafe that you will enjoy. Surely you've been there. The Tumbleweed's been serving this area for a long, long time, but they'd love to have you back if you haven't been for a while or for the first time. Sit down and enjoy a meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow. Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow is seeking a caring, high-energy individual to assist in patient care as a physical therapy technician. Responsibilities include assisting physical therapists with non-clinical tasks, helping patients move through the clinic, keeping treatment areas clean, stocked, and organized, as well as assisting patients with light exercises. High school diploma required, college student or college graduate with previous clinical experience preferred. Wage dependent on experience. Send a cover letter and resume to pearsonphysicaltherapy@gmail.com.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
Since 1917, Nebraska State Bank has been helping Custer County and its neighbors progress with innovative products and superior service. And they are here with you, helping you achieve your goals, reinvesting in our area by involvement, leadership, and donation as a means to help others strive and succeed and to further invest in our communities. With all of their locations here in Custer County, Nebraska State Bank is proud to serve you in Callaway, Myrna, and 2 locations in Broken Bow, and online anywhere all the time at nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. 12 past the hour of 8 o'clock. Brent and Dave with you, and we now have Ryan Anderson with us from the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Ryan, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You know, you're safe. You got the little green logo on your shirt there for the Garden Center.
Thought about that as I was driving out here. So.
Yeah, you're good. We aren't. We're in trouble. We do have the green decorations here, though, that Kristen put up.
I'll pinch you on the way out.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Don't pinch hard. Let's talk, let's face it, we're all pretty excited about all this rain. 3-4 inches of rain in the ground for us to dig around in a little bit later on when it dries out a little bit. But you mentioned before it went on the air, we're all anxious, but we're a little bit early on getting out and doing some things outside. Certainly we can do things inside. So what are you doing right now? What are you setting up for?
Getting ready for the spring planting season, I guess. We have got our seed potatoes in, onion sets. Those are in the store there. We got our bare root perennials in last week and got them planted up. So there's actually stuff growing in the greenhouse. Had some people in walking around looking at the different varieties yesterday on that. I told them to let me grow them for a little bit before they took them home. So
they're still babies.
Yeah. But some I wouldn't say, new varieties of stuff. Lots of different colors and stuff on our perennials. We ordered those last July, and so kind of got first pick on some of that. Got it ordered before a lot of the neat stuff sold out. So a lot of lilies, Asiatic lilies, that sort of thing. A lot of neat color in those. So pretty excited to see those come up and grow and whatnot. And it'll be a lot of new color coming into spring, summer, and to have available. So
okay,
some. Just for instance, I can't remember what it is exactly, but I mean later in the season, I call them the neat colors get sold out, and so you might be only get red and white or something like that. We got some red and yellow, together, and different color combinations together like that. And,
okay.
But feel free to come walk around and look at that stuff. I mean, it's priced and marked and ready to go, but it's not ready to go.
Yeah. Well, it'd be fun to maybe look it over and
get some
look at some of the
ideas.
things you have in the store itself, such as seeds that you have on sale right now that people can, you've got set up to where they can start some things inside if they like.
Yep, we have the growing trays or the seed starting trays. We got a variety of seeds in ready to go. It's probably people who've wanted to, people who plant an early garden probably already have their tomatoes and peppers started, but it's not too late. I mean, we're middle of March here, and if you figure 6 to 8 weeks on a tomato plant or a pepper plant, that puts you right up at May 1st. And, garden-wise, if you want to put that stuff out in the garden and without the threat of frost, a lot of people tend to wait till after Mother's Day. So great time to get some seeds started as far as that goes. So,
and there are some folks who buy protection for those early plants when they put them out, which you can do as well if you're bound and determined you want them in the ground, right?
Yep, I used to be that person. So, I mean, the earliest, you get those nice days in April and go out and start gardening and whatnot. And, we have, they call them walls of water, or I call them walls of water, but they're basically tubes you fill with water in a circle. So you plant your plant inside that and fill those up with water, kind of make a little tent out of it. And it's, the water warms up with the sun, keeps the plant warm at night. You can get an early start. By the time you open those up, the plant's coming up out of the top. You
can do that if you like, or you can just wait and put it in a little bit later on. So everybody's anxious about it. And of course, we're going to be looking at grass growing in the yard here pretty quickly too with this rain we've had. Probably be some mowing going on here before too awful long, but it is time to maybe get the yard spruced up with some fertilizer and so forth.
Yep, we have our lawn care program again ready to go. A 5-step program if you include the grub control, so 4 if you don't. But March, a little bit into, probably more into April. That first application is going to have the crabgrass preventer in it, and you want to get that on before the crabgrass germinates, which is first part of May, sometime in there. But our product has the longest lasting crabgrass preventer in it on the market, so seen some good results with that. You get these nice days, and if you're out cleaning up your perennial beds, we have the mulch available for that to start refreshing that mulch. We also have a product. It's a granular product, weed and grass stopper. You can put down in your perennial beds, keeps the weeds and stuff from coming up in your perennial beds. It's not a once a year thing. It does need to be reapplied, but before these weeds start germinating and taking off. So
certainly want to put something underneath if you're going to maybe put some rock up next to the house. It'll save you a lot of headache if you can cover that with something before you put that rock on too.
Yep, we have the weed barriers too. So,
okay, all right.
So that's one of those things where we ran out of and just couldn't get it last year. But we've been taking shipments as we can get them. We've really piled a lot of stuff in, potting soil, just everything that we go through. Mulch is another one, the no-blow mulch. We got more of that coming in this week. So
okay. Can I ask you a question that I've had discussions about? seems like there's a lot of different ideas as to what, if you're going to have a plant in a pot outside this spring and summer, you want that to drain. What do you recommend that you put in the bottom of the pot? Some people like to put broken up old pot pieces or whatever. What do we need to put in the bottom before we put that potting soil in?
It's,
or do we, I guess?
Yeah, I think if you ask a few people, you'll get a few different opinions on that. Years ago, the thing used to be, you put rock in the bottom of a pot for drainage.
Mm-hmm.
I think on a big pot, you probably put something in the bottom to take up space so you don't have to put as much dirt in.
Okay.
I've heard of people putting in water bottles, anything to take up space. As far as rocks in the bottom of a pot for drainage that doesn't have drainage, the consensus is kind of going back to where plant it in dirt.
Okay.
Those roots grow down through the dirt. If you have if you overwater it and you have this reservoir basically in the bottom of your pot and it's full of water, the roots are going to go down there, sit in the water, and you're going to get root rot anyway.
Okay. All right.
So, somebody will tell you to put stuff in the bottom.
Right.
There's this other crowd that will say just plant it in the dirt. So.
Okay. Well, we can't seem to agree on anything these days, so I guess we're right there in the pots too.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have the potting soil to put in there, and that's the important part.
Yep. We have a lot of potting soil ready to go. 4 different sizes on the potting soil this year, so get you fixed up there.
And if you're like so many of us, you didn't maybe get that pot inside this winter, and now it's cracked. Do you have replacement pots?
A couple.
Okay.
Yeah, we have pottery inside our showroom. Glazed pottery. We have a big terracotta display out in the greenhouse. We brought in more to our Joppy line of pots, which is a durable plastic pots. There's all different sizes. There's more color options there. That setup's out in the greenhouse as well. We brought in some rectangular flower pots this year too.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, we have quite a bit of pottery.
Okay. Yeah, you do. A lot. Great selection. Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to touch on this morning?
I don't think so.
Okay. A lot of things to think about at this time of year. Just not getting in too big a hurry is the tough part.
Yep, that's the main thing. There's still plenty of time, and I think we're probably gonna still see some cold weather yet. So still, running Tuesday through Friday on our hours, 10 to 5:30, open Saturdays 10 to 2. So
okay, everything. Mike Evans was just in having trouble getting shipments in, and all businesses are doing that, and I'm sure it's been a little stressful in your business as well. Probably on the phone trying to find out how's the furniture. Have you gotten some furniture in?
Yeah, it's slowly coming around.
Good.
I would say if you want some, the earlier, the sooner we can get that order in, the better.
All right.
We are going to be set up at the Kearney Home Show this weekend for that, and then Grand Island Home Show next weekend. So,
and the folks that haven't heard about it, it's the patio furniture, which is almost indestructible, really.
Yep, it's 100% plastic, made of stainless steel components, lifetime warranty. It's Amish made out in Indiana, and really, really comfortable to sit in. So
yeah, it's cool stuff. So if you haven't seen that, drop in to the garden center. And Ryan, thanks for coming in. Year-round garden center, which is kind of unusual in this part of the world, so we appreciate that. I know that you also always willing to put some flowers together for funeral services, for memorials and different things as well. We don't want to forget about that.
Yeah, house plants have been big this year. So.
Yeah, I bet.
Yep.
I bet. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Brent, I think you should plant a garden this year.
Okay.
All right. Just saying.
All right.
We'll take a time out. We'll be back.
Whether you visit them for lunch or dinner, Legends Neighborhood Grill has delicious specials they'd love to serve you. Plus, breakfast is served until 2 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Mondays, $1 tacos and $2 margaritas from 5 until 7. A great way to start your week. And back by popular demand, $3 burgers on Thursdays from 5 until 7. Open 6 days a week, just closed Tuesdays. Legends Neighborhood Grill on the Square in Broken Bow.
It's National Ag Month, and Bruning Bank is proud to support the hard-working ranchers and farmers in growing and improving their operations. We want to say thank you for your resilience and dedication to your land, crops, and livestock production. Whatever your needs may be, Bruning Bank is here to lend a helping hand through our many financial services. Whether it be a personal or business checking account, online banking, or a loan, our staff is experienced and ready to help. Give us a call or visit us at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
The first day of spring is this Saturday. Why not celebrate with new sandals or shoes? We have all kinds of fun colors and styles waiting for you to see at Beau Bouterie. We're still waiting on some sandals to show up, but a bunch have already made it to our shelves. Let's dream of warm spring days with spring styles. Available now at Beau Bouterie. Come visit us on the Square in Broken Bow.
8:27 as we continue to have our guests back in the studio, which we're very happy about. Again, thanks to Ryan Anderson with the Garden Center for stopping by. Now we have Brent Kirkpatrick from Lines Appliance with us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. Same to you. You got a little green shirt on there.
Yep.
You're good. We have green decorations, so no pinching in here.
Fair enough.
We didn't actually get any green on today. Shame on us. Say, we were talking earlier about your appliances and how do we fit that into St. Patty's Day?
I can't remember.
I
don't know.
We were talking about Irish potato salad. Now, potato salad is one of those things that has to be refrigerated really well, or you can get really sick from it, whether it's Irish, German, or American potato salad. But you got to have a good refrigerator to do it, right?
Yep. Yeah, and I know we can definitely help you with that.
Okay. All right. I know we were just talking with our guests this morning, different kinds of businesses, but they're still struggling just like everybody else is with getting product and shipments and so forth. And I know that you were a little frustrated earlier. Is things getting any better for you?
Yeah, but maybe I guess I'm hope I've done it. Maybe been a little success on my own. So we've been ordering just tons and tons. I've got a ton on back order still, but I've got a good selection right now. It's not perfect by any means, but I've got a good pile of stuff right now. A lot of good washers and dryers, especially if you want something that's larger.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got a lot of nice refrigerators, especially if you like stainless steel or black stainless. Not a lot of selection still with white or just black, but stainless steel when it comes to other appliances like your kitchen stuff, I have a good amount of.
Well, I know that you'd like to have everything in full stock, but that's very popular. I mean, there's a lot of people are looking for that. So
Yeah. It seems to be getting more and more so. I think that's why, like Whirlpool, why they've moved to doing that. It allows them to keep on making as much as they possibly can without having to change everything on the manufacturing floor every so often.
Right.
So I'm sure if you talk to somebody like at BD or anything else, I'm sure they'd probably tell you every time you don't have to do a changeover, it's a lot better for production.
Mm-hmm.
So
keep rolling.
Yeah.
So you're set up pretty well, and you've been really working, I think, to, I guess, get people what they want at the fairest price you can offer.
Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to take advantage of some more of those sales going on. Actually, last night and tonight, we usually go twice a year. It's like our buy fairs, and that's when I get a good chance to get some things on sale. And we're doing it virtually with everything that's still been going on last fall and this spring. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. I know there was definitely some good opportunity for me to gather some stuff last night, and I'll do it again tonight when they give us another opportunity. Some more stuff we are going to do for the rest of the month is we're going to do a March Madness sale. So we got plenty of these TVs still. I think we work real great for that. And we're also going to do like half off delivery and install for the rest of the month.
Nice.
So, yeah, good chance for somebody to come in and save, another $40 or $50 at least, and get something that you like, or you maybe even need. So,
well, and let's face it, in this part of the country, we are in pretty good shape, and we're going to be getting a lot of folks who are within the guidelines are going to be receiving some more money, stimulus money. And that can be used for a lot of different things. Certainly, if they need it for essentials, but maybe you got a little extra cash and it's time to replace that TV, right?
Yeah. I think that's not a bad deal at all.
No.
Was it Matt Lawhorn and Misty just bought a new place in town, and we were talking about that just the other day at the country club for the Cornhole League, and he wants to go to a really big one. He's thinking he's eyeballing this 85-inch TV that we got out there, and he's got this great big wall. It's going to look really good on, I think.
And you notice that Brent's eyes kind of light up when you're talking about that, because he's thinking about March Madness all the time. I got to tell you, Brent, this Brent, his productivity goes way down during the March Madness.
Have you filled out a bunch of brackets yet?
You know what? I just do one.
Just one?
I just do one.
I'll be darned.
And yeah, but I took time during business company time the other day and filled it out. So I'm ready to go. But my God, I'm sorry, I'm just envisioning in my mind watching all the games on an 85-inch TV. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and they're so big, but the quality of the picture is just like it was a smaller screen.
Oh, it's exceptional. It really is. I don't know how they managed to pull it off, but I'm glad they did.
And the high def technology has just, for me, changed. Over the weekend, because of we have dish television, and because of the weather, we kind of lost the channels that show the HD on the network. So I had to go to the channel that was non-HD.
Oh, man.
Oh, gracious.
It's amazing the difference, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Amazing how different it is. So, yeah, and on these big TVs now, the HD quality, it really is amazing, isn't it?
It really, really is. You can tell somebody missed a spot shaving.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. Yeah.
The first time that I remember seeing a high-def TV, and this is a number of years ago, so they've made so many improvements in, but I was at somebody's house in Lincoln or Omaha and staying over, and I walked in, they had a pretty good-sized screen, and there was golf on. And I thought, what's wrong with, I can see the blades of grass. It wasn't just a blur, like when we look back at the TV we were watching, everything was kind of soft and mushy, not jumping out at you like a blade of grass.
Yeah. It's quite the deal.
Yeah, and you have them in stock, and the nice thing is that you have them affordable.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I really try to get them. I'm real competitive with pricing. I'm real happy about what we're able to do with TVs and pricing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I know there's another thing I do want to mention too is we're starting to get more. At least I'm trying to get more and more into what we call like a connected home. So like your Google, like a thermostat, your doorbells, stuff like this, your little Alexas, right, or OK Google, right, the little speakers you can set out on a countertop somewhere. We're trying to get more into that. So if people are thinking about it, by all means, come in, talk to us. We'd be happy to explain what we can help you out with there as well.
Okay. It's not too far off. It's going to warm up, and I don't know what the demand of air conditioners is right now, but there's going to be a demand later. Should they come in and talk to you about it now?
Yeah, sure can. I haven't got in our stuff yet. We just haven't quite hit that season, but they're coming here soon.
Okay.
And we will have a good selection of window air conditioners. Or if you have a hole in a wall somewhere, I guess it needs to go. And we do have dehumidifiers as well. So you remember that.
Yep. We've got one in the basement. Actually, we have two in the basement, both from Lyons Appliance, one from Matt and one from you, I think. And they work great. And you can hook them up to where you can drain them into a drain. Or
They are real handy about that. So if you got a floor drain right there, you can just pipe it right over to it. It's pretty simple.
Makes the basement a lot more comfortable in June and July, doesn't it?
It surely does.
Also, grills.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're really jacked up about the grills that you're selling.
Yeah, we are. And I'm going to have some new versions of them.
Oh.
This is going to be the really cool thing. A lot of guys love their pellet grills, right? So your Traegers and stuff like that. And Kamado Joe is what we sell. And they're normally just charcoal grills, but they've come out with a pellet version.
Oh.
So I've got a few of these coming. They're supposed to show up, I think, here in April. So I'm really excited to get my hands on one of these things and start messing with it. But the great thing about those Kamado Joes is they're made out of ceramic, so they can get really, really hot. And you can still smoke with them is the great part about it as well. But you can, sear a steak on these things. They get hot enough. You can get them up to 700-800 degrees.
Wow.
So you can cook a steak in, less than 7 minutes. So if you're trying to turn over a few of them for some guests or a large family, then you can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, because the pellet grills typically, I think ours, it really struggles to get to 450 in there. And that's great, but a lot of folks like to have maybe 2 different kinds of grills, or some of them even have 3, so they can do whatever the application requires, right?
Yep. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah, okay. Talk a little bit again about the specials you got going on and the reduction or the specials you have on installs and delivery.
Yep. So once again, we're doing half all delivery and installs, so TVs or appliances for the rest of the month. And then we also have just still a good inventory of some washers and dryers, especially the bigger ones. And we even have those in white or a gray color, which is kind of neat. They look really, really sharp. And then the connected home stuff. So your doorbells, the video doorbells, and thermostats, which is kind of nice. Those thermostats, I didn't realize how handy that was. When you have one that it connects to my phone, on my Google account, you get feedback once a month that tells me how often it ran, if we did anything better. So, if you're trying to do your part for a little energy conservation, then it's kind of handy to see if you made a change, put some new windows or a door in or insulation, then you're going to notice that right away probably.
Save a little money.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need an 85-incher?
No.
Sure?
And you know what? I think it's good. We talk about the big TVs, but not every, the house I live in, it can't handle an 85-inch TV. But you guys got all kinds of sizes to fit just about everything, right?
Yeah, all the way from 32, 43-inch ones. A lot of, 50 to 55 to 60, that range is pretty popular.
Yeah.
A lot of people can accommodate that size, and it's usually an uptick over what they had anyway.
Yeah.
So they are really, really nice. Yeah.
Do you, I don't know if you do or not, do you deal in sound bars or anything for I just thought I'd ask. I didn't know.
I don't have any on stock yet.
Okay.
I tell you what, there is. I thought TVs could kind of be wild with variations and stuff. I have not. I mean, I listen to a lot of my customers and see what they already have. And I think there's been a dozen different ones that the customers have. So I'm really trying to pinpoint it down, to find out what people really like, but I haven't found that single sound bar.
Yeah.
Probably the best luck. The only thing I've really noticed is people like to match their sound bars with the TV.
Oh, the brand?
Yep.
Yeah.
So then it seems like you don't have any delays or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of the sound that comes out of these things right now, it's
still
fairly
pretty
good.
on its own, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, do you have any channel changers that will help reject complaints from your wife that you change the channels too often? Because my wife says, "Oh, you're at it again," and flipping through.
I know. I haven't found one of those yet.
Well, when you do, let us know, because that'd be a very popular device.
I guess maybe some small little earplugs that might hide in your ear pretty well. That's about it.
Or just give your wife the changer. So, hey, it's great having you. And let's talk a little bit about when people can come see you.
Yep, we are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening. I am open to stay open later if you need me to. We're happy to accommodate our customers that way. And also on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to noon. So, come check us out. We have a website, too, lionsappliances.com.
All right. For us old fogies, that used to be the IGA store.
Yeah, or Safeway.
Safeway. Yeah, IGA was across the street. I worked at the IGA. But I did have to walk over sometimes and put groceries in the Safeway parking lot because they'd park over there and shop both stores.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But it's a great facility. There's great display of your, your products there, and it's nice and bright in there, and it's a great spot.
Yeah, those windows, they let in a lot of light.
Yeah, they do. And you got to always pay attention. Like if you're sloughing off, people are going to know
it. Yeah, I can't hide.
I don't think you slough off too much. I see your truck out delivering everywhere and people in your store. So it's great to have you're there as a young family keeping a business going here in town. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and we do deliver a long ways. Like I've had people starting to call me from even down by Kearney and Lexington. So we're happy to travel.
Yeah, and it's the charge. It depends on then you get out of a certain area, right?
Yeah, we usually go like within the first 30 miles, just regular delivery, and then after that, just $1 a mile one way. So if you're 50 miles out, it's only just $20. That's not bad. Most people are pretty happy to not have to worry about breaking their back to do that type of stuff, especially like on a big refrigerator.
Yeah, no kidding. By the way, so you participate in the cornhole action out there at the...
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, actually.
Are you?
Yeah, so myself and Logan Sponel, he's my partner.
Oh, boy.
So we finished the regular season as the number 1 seed. But
boy.
I think we got a target on ourselves now, though.
Yeah. So are you in the tournament now?
Yeah. The tournament is going to be tonight. So,
tonight?
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it.
So, Jeremy Scheib is a well-known contestant in that game, but he also builds the boards. So, maybe
those are amazing, by the way.
Yeah, maybe you could work a deal with him where you could sell those boards in your store, and he could make them for you.
I think that sounds like a great opportunity. I will have to hunt him down.
Yeah. Well, he's in the other room. You go talk to him. We're idea guys. We don't do anything. We just come up with the ideas.
Yeah, and we don't help him build them either. We just put his name out there.
Thanks for coming in, Brett.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. We'll be back.
When you choose ACE as your natural gas supplier, you receive more than a competitive natural gas rate. Community-owned ACE returns revenue to communities for projects such as a recreational trail in Albion and park improvements in St. Paul, Ravenna, Ord, and Broken Bow. Get a competitive rate and support local communities. Choose ACE during this year's Extended Choice Gas Selection Period, March 18th through April 22nd at aceenergy.org. ACE, heating homes, powering communities.
Connie Ulmer Accounting is ready to prepare your 2020 tax returns again this tax season. Connie provides tax services for individuals, families, farms, ranches, small businesses, and corporations. Connie Ulmer Accounting has provided income tax services for over 20 years. They also continue to offer accounting services, bookkeeping, and payroll services. Call the office today at 308-872-6101 or stop by the office at 946 South D Street in Broken Bow.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today at uia-brokenbow.com.
We'll be back after these words with our next guest.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town, and we will help you achieve your goals and keep you moving in 2021. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Enjoy these in-store savings for St. Patrick's Day through Sunday at the grocery cart. Hormel Center Cut boneless pork chops $1.98 a pound. Fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in split chicken breast only 98 cents a pound. Cook with Best Choice vegetable margarine quarters at 88 cents. And grade A butter is $2.25.
Delicious fresh asparagus is 98 cents a pound, and in the deli, Kretschmar smoked turkey is $7.98 a pound. Grocery Cart. Visit them and save on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
It's 8:45, perfect timing here. Guests just rolling into the studio, and again, we're very happy to have people back in the studio to visit with us in person if they like. Otherwise, we can still contact them via the telephone. I'm going to back out of this interview just a little bit, Brent. I feel there's some conflict of interest here, and I don't believe that maybe I can conduct an unbiased interview with these two characters. You can take your mask off, guys. You don't have to have your mask on if you don't want to.
Or you may want to.
You may want to. So
That's
it's
fine, too.
It's your call. It's your
Okay.
call. We disinfect between guests, and
It smells disinfecty.
yeah. You guys don't have any green on, do you?
Socks.
Oh, socks.
Oh, man.
I don't have any green shirts anymore.
I'm with you. That was me. I looked in the closet. I don't have anything green.
I just don't go with green that well.
Yeah.
That's what Brent, I think it's his fashion feel. It doesn't fit him.
Well, none of the sports teams I root for, their colors are green. And that's usually what my closet is. It's
about sports.
Yeah, it's about sports.
Did you willingly select your Bears hoodie this morning?
I did. You know, I was. It was an interesting day for Bears fans yesterday.
Yeah.
We announced that we went out and spent $10 million, possibly more, to get a quarterback who basically is on the decline of his career to, I guess, be our starting quarterback now, Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, could have had Andy Dalton for like next to nothing a year ago. Is that
probably?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. So we're getting rid of a quarterback that we actually gave up draft picks and players and paid a bunch of money to move up in the draft to get about 3 years ago, who has a 29-21 overall record as a starting quarterback. But rather than continue to try to develop him, goodbye to you. And then, $10 million to a guy who's on the decline of his career. But as I thought, I was upset yesterday. I'm just going to tell you. People who were here heard Jeremy, another Bears fan, and I visiting, and we were both visibly upset. And then I got to thinking.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, you know what? I'm a Bears fan. I'm a Bears fan. I don't care who's playing quarterback. I'm not going to give up on my team just because I don't agree with some of the decisions that are made. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to prove to America that I am a true, diehard Chicago Bears fan and wear my Chicago Bears hoodie on this day, the day after the Chicago Bears.
You know what this bell's for?
No,
You know what this bell is for?
What is it for, Dave? Are you summoning somebody?
It's time to conduct business. We're on the radio here. We're going to talk banking.
Now wait a minute.
I was sure an angel just got his wings. I'm confused by everything that's going on right now.
Now Paul is our guest, and he was the one that started this.
I didn't.
He was the one that
Well,
opened
he
up
didn't know it
this
was going to go
conversation.
5 minutes about the Bears.
I wasn't anticipating the rabbit hole that we went down, but
you have 10 minutes now. You know that Brad Shin
What?
is listening, and he's paying for 10 minutes.
Well, we're not starting their time yet.
Oh, we were on
But
Bears time.
You've got one.
Yeah, we're on Bears
You have
time,
1
baby.
minute to start.
We're on Bears time.
You have 1 minute to start.
Okay. Well, hi, guys.
Good
By the
morning,
way,
Brent.
if you're just tuning in, we have Paul Burney and Chris Varney in the studio with us, representing Custer Federal State Bank. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
You haven't been busy at all, have you?
No. No.
This is, are we still in the ag loan renewal time? Are we kind of right in the middle of that yet? Or where do we stand on that?
Kinda-
I know that keeps you guys extremely busy.
Kind of winding that down. As
Winding
we,
it down?
Yeah, approach, obviously planting season and kind of full-blown calving season. And so, that part of our role is starting to slow up a little bit, but we're still doing, some real estate refinancing on ag loans and the ongoing PPP program. So,
yeah. And where are we standing now in regards to the PPP loan program?
They've proposed, as you can imagine, because this has always been an ongoing program, or ongoing changes with this program. But there's a proposed measure. They'll have to go through Congress for to get passed, but to extend this out to the end of June. So, is that right? June 30th.
As far as I know.
And I would guess that this has to be a challenge to you guys because obviously you want to work with your customer as best you can, but the knowledge to give them, you have to wait to receive yourself. And I'm sure that you are constantly having to look at what is happening in Washington to know how you proceed. I would think that would be challenging.
It is. We're fortunate to have a very good relationship with various contacts with the SBA, and so they've done a nice job of keeping us informed. That being said, they're busy, obviously, and the rules are fluctuating. Let's put it that way. I mean, they change, they adapt, and so we just have to try to be as concurrent with those as we can as things change. So
yeah. I know that both of you guys deal a lot with ag customers and ag loans. You mentioned refinancing in regards to certain things. I know as we were visiting with Ryan Krantz, who handles a lot of the mortgage lending and things for Custer Federal State Bank. And what caught me was when he said how many times they have refinanced for someone more than once. Have you guys dealt with that at all, as far as you do a refinance and then all of a sudden the interest rate maybe changes again, so you do it again? Have you encountered that as well?
Maybe not as frequently as the mortgage or home lending market, but right now where interest rates are historically low, it is an option for folks. It's probably not in their best interest to do it, every year, every 3 years, maybe like it is with home loans. But right now, it's definitely something people should be looking at and considering.
So, as far as the ag lending is concerned, are the producers in a good place? I know it obviously changes a lot.
I think 2020 presented a lot of challenges in agriculture, as it did just in the world in general. I do think some of the programs that were offered, ag program payments through the government and such, help people stay on their feet. And then the grain commodity rally that we saw around harvest and rolling into 2021 still going on, sure was a welcome sight for a lot of folks. We haven't really seen that kind of benefit in the cattle or livestock sector, but hopefully that'll be coming. So I think for the most part, people are more optimistic now than maybe they were a year ago at this time. So
yeah. Anything you guys wanted to mention, or anything that was on your mind that you wanted to visit about here this morning?
We didn't have anything specific necessarily to present today. Just wanted to come in for our bi-monthly visit and talk about Bears football, of course.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We can go back to that conversation anytime you want, by the way.
I did want to jump in. Happened to talk with a CPA the other day, and they're kind of pulling their hair out because the recently passed stimulus package, the last one, the way I understood it from a conversation is that some of the things that you typically would have some sort of a change in legislation, and it would be for the next year or the year you're in, and some of this is going retro back to last year. Are you guys feeling the effects of that at all? Does that cause you guys some more things to look up and do more work on so far?
Not to this point. I would say it hasn't affected us in what we do as far as analysis. So, I'm not sure what that effect will have on producers as far as their filings go. But
well, if they have an accountant, it won't be too bad. If they're doing it themselves, it would be kind of difficult because it sounds like they're having to resubmit because of the changes that were made for last year. So, yeah, I just didn't know if that would affect you guys at all or not. Also, what are we looking at for the housing side of it? I know with the ag situation you guys have been talking about, and then these low interest loans, and Chris, you mentioned that sometimes that refinancing doesn't always make sense every time for ag, but maybe it does for housing. What's that done to you guys as far as staying up with, making sure your customers are getting the best deal?
I think for us, it's just you're looking at every avenue you can to help people. And so if that's if rates are advantageous for those, farmer ranchers that have home loans as well, and we can help them in that realm. We get them matched up with one of our fine mortgage lenders, whether that's Katrina here in Broken Bow or Anne Marie or Ryan and Kearney. It's kind of who's best available at that time. Obviously, we work in regions with our branches, but with that in mind, that's kind of how, if we're looking at everything kind of holistically and how it can affect the whole operation, that certainly comes into play. Whether it's refinancing a home loan for a lower interest rate to lower payments. Really, when we look at ag financing, it's really about cash flow. What can we do to make this profitable? And so that obviously plays a factor.
Yeah. Either one of you, when you got into the banking business, ever thought you'd be looking at a year like 2020 and 2021 still going to be challenging with things the way they are? I can't imagine any banker would have dreamt of what's going on right now. It could see that.
No, I think
no way.
Neither of us had necessarily planned on going through the events we have.
Yeah.
I think, when oftentimes things, of course, get compared to the worst of times, which for most people, relatively speaking, in near-term history would be the 80s.
Yeah.
The ag crisis in the 80s. And so the biggest difference between what we went through, the last few years versus the 80s were we had fixed interest rates available to help mitigate interest rate risk exposure, whereas the 80s, was just a runaway.
Yes.
And so that was sort of mitigating against that factor. And that was the primary difference, the ability to have fixed interest on a lot of that debt.
Yeah, and the interest rates were gigantic in the 80s. I mean, it was amazing that people were doing as well as they were doing with the interest rates the way they were.
Yeah.
And then when it bottomed out, it really was severe.
Yeah, but by comparison, I can't speak to any other time period and during my career in banking that's comparable.
Yeah.
As far as what's happened in the last, now 12 months.
12, yeah. Chris, how are you feeling about the Huskers?
Which sport?
Football.
I'm not sure I'm ready to emotionally reinvest in a season again quite yet. I know spring ball's right around the corner, and that's an easy time to get optimistic, but I think I'll remain a little skeptical till we see it in the fall.
Okay, fair enough. A straight shooter there. I think there's quite a few people that are feeling that same way. So.
I have a question for the two of you.
Yes.
You, of course, you are. What is your actual title at the bank? Vice president?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. But I know you're kind of in a management type role.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, and I had the wonderful honor of working at the bank for a couple of years. And one thing that really impressed me about Custer Federal State Bank is the way you really promote team unity and even create certain things to get people involved and work together.
Mm-hmm.
We are currently in the time of year that is, kind of known as March Madness. Right? And something that I think a lot of businesses do this, and that is they get everybody involved and they hand out a bracket and allow people to fill out that bracket kind of as a team-building exercise for their business. I have approached administration here at KCNI KBBN Radio, in particularly Paul, your dad.
Oh, I thought you were just going to Jeremy with that one.
About implementing this kind of team-building exercise within KCNI KBBN.
Uh-huh.
he has not been a fan of this idea.
Oh.
And so I was just wondering if I could get your guys' thoughts.
Well, it's
on
confusing for me because my dad's a pretty fun-loving guy, and that seems
Well,
like
that's kind of what I thought too. But he believes that productivity during this time of year dwindles because there's more interest, possibly, toward what's happening, say, in a ball game, as opposed to what you should be doing as far as work goes. Now, I look at it, my title here is sports director. Now, what is March Madness? Is it not sports?
It's gambling.
Would I not be fulfilling my role as sports director if I was not accurately and intentively involved with what is happening in March Madness?
Brent, I just need to ask the question: how do you keep Central Nebraska informed if you're not involved in March Madness?
Yes. See, exactly. Because there's a lot of listeners who are interested, in who's advancing. Because there's a lot of people right here in Central Nebraska that fill out a bracket.
There
you know,
are.
and so
Chris is in charge of our bracket business.
See,
at the bank.
team building exercise at Custer Federal State Bank.
Chris, can I ask you a question then when you set it up?
Yep.
What's the rules on then watching the games on their computers to see how the games are turning out after the bracket is
Keeping
released?
Central Nebraska informed.
I don't specify on the rules pertaining to the bank. I just outline how the bracket challenge works and
that's your department.
Keep everyone updated on who's winning.
There's a crazy spike in bandwidth usage during March.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is when you walk into the room as management. And I've told Jeremy this the other day. Watch the screens change when you walk through the room. Oh, you might have a graph up there about profit and loss, just in the next window, so you can pop that up instead of watching, the ball game. See, that's what aggravates me. Productivity goes way down.
But as sports director, I'm still being productive.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's sports.
Has nothing to do with local sports. Nothing.
Yeah, but local people are interested in what's happening with March Madness.
I think if we can do something on a small scale to allow for some brevity during these times we've went through for the last year, it's a small gesture to provide a little bit of escape.
What a bunch of baloney.
Little camaraderie.
I will say, I discovered this like a couple of years ago. If you do the March Madness Live app or whatever,
I don't know about this.
It's really amazing. There is an actual button right there on the screen that it says the boss is coming.
Really?
And you click on it and it immediately changes the screen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a lot of use out of that.
Since we do much of our banking with Custer Federal State Bank, then I would just give Chris and Paul a heads up. I'll probably be in at the end of this quarter to try to acquire a loan for lost revenue and cash flow here at the radio station.
Don't worry about it. There'll be a government program to help you out on that, probably.
Nice.
We don't ever seem to qualify.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, Custer Federal was a great help on the first round of help that came out from the government because it was all new to us. And I don't know what a lot of businesses would have done without that stability. Not just financially, but mentally, when not knowing last March at this time what the heck we were going to be getting into or not getting into as far as creating enough revenue to run a business and pay the employees. So it was a big deal.
It was, and it was great for our community. And I would say that everybody, especially in the banking sector here in Broken Bow, worked together to try to make that happen.
Yeah, we noticed that too.
So,
yeah. Well, Chris, before you go, I hope that your Huskerism is restored going into the football season. I hope that you won't get your heart broke again, but you got to take chances sometimes, my friend.
Oh, I always tell myself I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid, but here in 2 weeks I'll start.
That's right.
Or repeat the process.
I figured you were going to present this question about the Oklahoma game. I didn't know that. I thought you were going to.
Yeah, what in the world was that about? No, for those of you who don't know, Nebraska was apparently looking to replace the Oklahoma game in 2021 with a home game. And I understand, the economic ramifications of being able to add another home game, but my goodness, why in the world would you give up Oklahoma? Not that I hope we can be competitive. But
I don't think it had anything to do with competition. I don't think it was driven by our athletic department either. I feel like it was driven by regents and people that are out of touch with the.
But we're still going to play it, right? I think.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Are you done?
Sorry, I feel.
Did you want to talk Bears again?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I feel like my dream is coming. I feel like we're on ESPN radio now. It's like my dream. In all seriousness, though, guys, is there anything else related to the bank that you wanted to mention?
Chris?
I don't believe so. I think we covered it.
All right. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
News is next right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Police have taken a suspect into custody in deadly attacks on 3 spas in Georgia. At least 8 people were killed, 6 of them Asian. CBS's Mark Strassman.
A manhunt began for the suspect, seen in surveillance footage driving a black Hyundai earlier in the day. Officers later captured 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long, 150 miles south of Atlanta.
President Biden has a message to migrants south of the border. He spoke to ABC.
Do you have to say quite clearly, don't come?
Yes. I can say quite clearly, don't come. We're in the process of getting set up.
Some migrant children will be moved to shelters today. They're bracing for an outbreak of tornadoes and hail the size of tennis balls from Texas to Georgia. Clinton, Mississippi Fire Chief Jeff Blackledge.
Once it hits the Mississippi River coming our way, you need to start looking to see what you're going to do. The time to move is not when the warning is put out.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ralph Irvin.
News from the NFL starting in Houston, where an attorney claimed on social media that he's filed a lawsuit against Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson, claiming that Watson sexually assaulted a masseuse. Watson responding on social media, denying any wrongdoing. The San Francisco 49ers making free agency moves, re-signing tackle Trent Williams to a 6-year contract worth a reported $138 million. It includes a $30 million signing bonus. $55 million is guaranteed. He becomes the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. The team not done, though, as they also signed former Falcons center Alex Mack. The Lions and Rams are finalizing a deal that would trade defensive lineman Michael Brockers to Detroit. On the NBA scoreboard, Tobias Harris, 30 points. Philadelphia won their 6th straight, beating the Knicks 99-96. Damian Lillard, 50 points. Portland came back to beat New Orleans 125-124.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Cloudy skies across the area for today. We'll have breezy north and northwest winds. Do pick up a slight chance for a late-day shower developing with highs up to 41. For tonight, a slight chance for some drizzle in the evening, then a chance for some freezing drizzle overnight as lows drop back to 25. For Thursday, increasing sunshine, a high of 47, and Friday's highs in the lower 50s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Hi, everybody. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ. We used to hear it all the time. If you want to live forever, make Jesus Lord of your life. But I've got news for you. We're all going to live forever. The only question is, where? If you have questions, we have answers. Give us a call, 872-2618, Lillian Church of Christ, where we love to share Jesus.
Just a little break in programming here. Thanks a lot, guys. Custer Federal State Bank. Brent was on another rampage off the air, so we just now got the guys out of the studio. I think it's hopefully will settle down here now. And
yes, it's all business now.
Good. Let's get down to business.
You bet.
All right, and we do have some business to take care of. We want to thank all of our guests who were here this morning. Brent Kirkpatrick with Lions Appliance, Ryan Anderson, the Garden Center, Mike Evans, Evans Feed, Chris Varney, and Paul Burney with Custer Federal State Bank. What a nice guest list this morning. We have some jobs we want to tell you about, some things we want to do. We're going to give away that Garden Center gift card yet before we close the show and give you a chance also to call in and get registered for the gift cards sweepstakes, which we'll be doing today here on both of our radio stations. All right, I'm going to see if I can get the Irish dongle plugged in here.
All right. You want me to do a couple of live reads while you work on that?
That would be swell, yeah.
All right. I want to remind you about Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. Great way to start your day. Delicious coffee drinks that they serve, delicious treats as well to get your day started off right and to enjoy during the entire course of the day. But they also have a great gift area, and spring has arrived at Brubaker's. They've got some great things in their gift department for spring. Spring silk flower arrangements and spring decor is popping up everywhere, and there are even spring gnomes coming in to Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. There's some new wall decor as well. They have some inspiring messages on them. Others are playful and fun. There are even wall hangings with traveling and exploration type themes. And remember that Brubaker's has novelty gifts and toys, as well as a wonderful baby selection full of soft and playful baby gifts, perfect for baby showers. So stop in and see them. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and also open on Saturdays from 9 to 3. It's Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are
As we mentioned, there are many versions of Danny Boy, and that one happens to be from an Irish singer, a very common Irish name, but a very beautiful rendition. All right, more things to talk about, and before we close, we are going to play the song that was sent to us from Ireland from our friends there. A very famous folk singer there is going to perform a song about a road. So that's coming up. In the meantime, Anselmo Myrna Public Schools are looking for a full-time custodian. Now, this is a day shift, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and they also offer health insurance, a premium health insurance benefit, but if you don't need the insurance, they'll adjust the hourly rate. Call Logan at 308-643-2224 or go to the email logan.lightfoot@amcoyotes.org and check it out and see if you can get your resume and your application in and see if you could go to work for the Anselmo Myrna Public School System. Sounds like a great job.
Yeah. Gibbons Electric, LLC of Ansley. Contact them for your electrical jobs, big or small. Andy will give you a free estimate. Come by, look at the project. You can discuss it with him. Just give him a call at 308-763-1193. Also, don't forget, Andy now has a shop location right there on Main Street in Ansley, and he's ready to go to work for you with any residential, commercial, or agricultural electrical jobs. Offering 15 years of experience and eager to go to work for you. Give them a call today. Gibbons Electric, LLC, 308-763-1193.
And congratulations to Andy and his family and crew. They received an award yesterday with the Lieutenant Governor there. And are on the main street of Ansley and still working on that 100-year-old building. You can look at that story and all the stories centered around yesterday's wonderful activities here in the communities with Grow Awards and ribbon cuttings that took place 7 different locations yesterday here in Custer County. So congratulations to all of you and, of course, Andy at Gibbons Electric. A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping is looking for help. Full-time help is needed. The duties include mowing, landscaping, no weekends with good pay. They are EPA certified, which is a bonus. Safety is good. Call Russ at 308-870-5182. That's again 870-5182, or come to the office at 201 South C Street for an application. You can also apply on their Facebook page, and you can check out this listing on the employment page on sandhillsexpress.com.
Tomorrow, if you look at the calendar, you'll find out that it's the third Thursday of the month, and every third Thursday of the month, they do something special at Rustic and Red in Cozad, Nebraska. It's called their Sippin' Shop, and that'll be this Thursday tomorrow. The sipping will start at 4 o'clock and go until 7, but they'll be open from 10 to 7 with discounts and specials going on all day. Some of the things that we know about, come enjoy 10% off store-wide all day long. And they'll have some great ideas for a sweet treat Easter charcuterie board. So find out about that tomorrow. Customers can even build their own succulent container. It's sure to be a fun time, so grab your friends and head to Rustic and Red for their Sippin' Shop tomorrow in Cozad.
We'll be right back.
What can help you take advantage of today's low mortgage rates and save money? Rocket can. You could save hundreds of dollars every month by refinancing with Rocket Mortgage at today's near historic low rates. If your current rate is over 4%, you could lower your payment by over $150 a month, saving thousands in interest every year. Call us today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Savings are based on Quicken Loans, internal data. Rates and fees may apply. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS-ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Cancel culture. Some even want to cancel great books. Watch Newsmax TV as it exposes cancel culture's dangerous agenda. Tune into Newsmax TV for blockbuster shows with Greg Kelly, Grant Stinchfield, Rob Schmidt, and more. Newsmax TV is on all major cable systems. If you don't get it, call your operator. Newsmax is free on smart TVs and Roku, YouTube, Zumo, and Pluto. And download the free Newsmax app on your phone and start watching. Millions already are. So should you.
9:21 is your time as we continue with all these great job opportunities. We encourage you to stay tuned. In just a moment, we're going to give you a chance to register for our coupon sweepstakes. And that is coming up, our gift card sweepstakes of $250 for 2 lucky winners on May 3rd. So be sure and listen here. That's coming up. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Callaway Good Life Center. They have opportunities for employment at several different levels. They offer competitive wages and benefits. They are looking for maintenance, environmental expert or position to fill. The primary function of this position is to maintain the facility and the grounds, including but not limited to electrical, plumbing, mechanical, snow removal, and ground maintenance. So you'd cover all of that and probably a little bit more. They are an equal opportunity employer, so contact Vicki Hendricks there, the administrator, at 836-2267. Also, they have an opening for an RN with a $5,000 hiring bonus, and they're looking for full or part-time RNs. So talk to Brooke Moore about that. She's the director of nursing. For details, call her at 836-2267 or email her at bmoore@cgl@gpcom.net. They offer benefits for qualified individuals, and they pay competitive wages in an employee-friendly environment. Also an opening for an LPN, $3,500 hiring bonus there. Again, get a hold of Brooke there. And a CNA position with a $1,000 hiring bonus. You can call again, 836-2267. All this information is on sandhillsexpress.com.
Hey, if you're looking for something fun to do on St. Patrick's Day, check out Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. They're going to be celebrating the day today with all the Irish and those who want to be. It'll be today on St. Patty's Day. They'll be having an all-you-can-eat Irish buffet all day long with domestic green beer pints for just $2. So head to Callaway today to celebrate with Candace and the crew at Shotgun Annie's. And as we all know, when it comes to St. Patrick's Day, you think about the luck of the Irish. Well, try your luck at Keno while you're at Shotgun Annie's today. Always good food and a good time at Shotgun Annie's, located in Callaway.
All right, let's talk movies. Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Raya and the Last Dragon is running. That will run through Thursday, I believe. They also have Tom and Jerry playing at the Fox, and Chaos Walking playing at the Fox Theater. Coming soon, Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, Black Widow. And those are the movies that are running right now. We was talking with Tanya the other day about, you can have birthday parties there. You can gather there with your friends and have a little party. They're willing to work with you on all of that. And they just love to have you come in and utilize the theater. And they have the movie schedule posted on their website. Right now they have the movies that we just mentioned going, and then they have the updated schedule for future movies. And then remember, there's 3 theaters there, so don't worry about, if you haven't been for a while and you're still a little concerned, maybe you haven't got a vaccination yet, or maybe you just are wanting to make sure everything is clear. They have 3 theaters, so pick a movie and you'll be able to spread out nicely. And, of course, on Tuesdays they have free popcorn, and everybody loves that. You can even drop in and buy popcorn during the movies if you're not going to make the movie, which a lot of people do. You'll see people coming in and out with big containers of popcorn. They love to do that for you. But they, most of all, want you to come and enjoy the ambiance of a real theater with the big sound, the big picture, and the atmosphere that we all grew up and love, and that's the movies at the Fox Theater.
Yeah, and don't forget their website is now watchthefox.com, and you can go there and find out all of the details.
All right, we are running a little long today, but that's okay. We had a great guest list, and we're going to now give you a chance to call in and get yourself registered for the gift card sweepstakes. And again, that is for $250 in gift cards that you can spend all over the listening area. And we're going to announce those. We're going to have the drawing on May 3rd here on The Breakfast Show. The phone is ringing. We'll pick these calls up while you listen to the Rolling Stones.
No matter what time of the year it is on your farm, with the Bayer Plus Rewards program, earning and redeeming rewards are always in season. Because when you buy 2 or more eligible seed or crop protection products throughout the year, you earn $3 per acre in cashback rewards. Cash you can redeem and reinvest in your farm later in the season. That's Bayer Plus Rewards, and that's how we're helping make every part of your season, well, rewarding. Visit mybayerplus.com to learn more. See program terms and conditions for full details.
It is 9:32, and we go to the telephone, and we were attempting to contact Tammy at the Pizza Hut, but we have Sarah on the line, and we're excited to find out more about Sarah. And Sarah said she was a little nervous, Brent, so we're going to do our best to help her through this and not tease her and make fun of her, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so we'll be nice today, Sarah, but after that, all bets are off.
All right, sounds great.
Sarah, tell us a little bit about you.
All righty, well, I'm the shift manager right now here at Pizza Hut here in Broken Bow.
All right, very good. And have you been at this for a while?
I have, almost 2 years now.
Great, great. So you know your pizza and you know about customer service, and I know that everybody out there is getting a little bit happier about, things loosening up a little bit. We got to still be careful. But we can go out to our favorite restaurants now or order up something and pick it up, or in your case, have it delivered. So what would you like to highlight this morning?
Well, I've got a few specials going on for this week.
Okay.
We've got Wing Wednesday, which we've been doing for quite a while now. We have boneless wings for 70 cents, and we have traditional wings for 90 cents. And right now for March Madness, available now through April 5th, we have 16-piece boneless wing bundle. It's only $10.99, and it's available every day.
That sounds great. Now, how do you personally feel about the wings? They sound delicious.
Oh, I love wings. They're my favorite. I've eaten so much to the point where I'm sick of eating the wings now, but I still eat them.
You can't help yourself, right?
Yep, that's right.
Now, the sauces that you put with that, you have dips with that, or are they coated with a little bit of sauce? How's that work?
You can get it however you would like. We can do sauce on the side as well as on top of the wings. Most of the time, people do it on top of the wings, but we can have no problem doing it right on the side.
Okay. Doesn't sound too bad for breakfast, does it, Brent? Really?
Yeah. Sarah, here's the big question for you. Traditional or boneless wings?
Traditional.
Okay.
Oh. I was thinking boneless, but you like... now, there's some people, Sarah, as you probably know, because you're in the business, who don't like eating meat off a chicken bone.
I have no problem eating meat off a chicken bone.
I'm
That's
with
my
you.
favorite thing.
I mean, what fun... That's part of the fun with wings, right? Getting your fingers all messy and dirty, right?
That is the whole point
Yeah.
of chicken wings.
I know.
Well, one of the things about pizza is that you don't really have to have any utensils to eat it. If you have it delivered, you'd just grab in and grab a piece, and you can put it on a plate if you want to, or you can throw it right down. And I think that's one of the reasons, just one reason that pizza is so popular. It's so tasty and good, but it's nice to be able to get something that, you have some people over, or you're going to watch a movie, and you just get yourself a napkin and have a big old slice of pizza.
Yes, that's the best part about it.
And you have so many different kinds. Let's see, the Detroit pizza, is that still available?
No, we have ran out of sauce for shipping, so we are done doing the Detroit, but we still have our Taco Thursday going on, where you can get a large taco pizza for $10. It's going to be an upcharge for pan and stuffed crust, but that's still available.
Okay, all right. And what about the dining room? What are the hours for the dining room now?
Our dining room is open from 11 a.m. till closing, which is 10 p.m.
Okay. All right. All right. We usually ask our guests if anything that you wanted to highlight that we didn't talk about, because we tend to lead our guests astray. So if there's something that you wanted to highlight, feel free to do so.
We still have our Toscani Tuesday, which is $7 a half pan of chicken Alfredo or medium marinara with 5 breadsticks. Or we have the family size for $11, which you get the combination of the 2 flavors, or you can get 2 of the same kind if you'd like, and it still comes with the 5 breadsticks. We also have our national special, which is the $11.99 stuffed crust 3-topping pizza, or we have our in-store specials, which is the large 1-topping and a large specialty for $21.99, and that will be an upcharge for the pan and stuffed crust as well. Also, Easter Sunday, April 4th, we are opening at 4 p.m. and doing business as usual through 10 p.m.
Okay. Wow. Sarah, you're doing wonderful. I don't know what you were nervous about.
Oh, my heart's pounding. I can feel it.
Hey, Sarah, I have a question for you. Are you guys looking for some help
We
yet
are still
at Pizza
looking
Hut?
for help, yes.
Okay. And how is the best way for people to contact you guys if they're interested in joining your team?
You can give us a call here at the store at any time. Any of our employees here or our managers, myself included, can point you in the right direction for that, get you an application. You can come right in, fill out an application, or you can go to www.jobs.pizzahut.com and you can fill out an application there. We are hiring for delivery drivers, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1, and then 5 to 10. A little different on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday, we are offering delivery from 11 to 2 p.m. and then from 5 to 10 p.m. We would really like to start delivering all day, but we just need some of the drivers to deliver.
Sure. Okay. All right. Sarah, great job. I think you've got yourself a radio job doing the Pizza Hut reports.
That's what Tammy says, too.
Well, then we'll talk to you next time.
All right. Sounds great.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Yep, you bet. All right. Very, very nice young lady who's ready to go to work for you at the Pizza Hut, and they are, again, looking for good help. Speaking of that, Ben Apperson still has some sheets of information on his desk.
Yeah, several things to get to yet here today. Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow seeking a caring and high-energy individual to assist in patient care as a physical therapy technician. Some of the responsibilities would include assisting physical therapists with non-clinical tasks, helping patients move through the clinic, keeping treatment areas clean, stocked, and organized, as well as assisting patients with light exercises. Must have a high school diploma. College student or graduate with previous clinical experience would be preferred. Wage will be dependent upon experience. You can send your cover letter and resume to this email, Pearson Physical Therapy, altogether, at gmail.com. And you can look at this listing in full by going to sandhillsexpress.com.
All right. We are excited about giving you a chance to win a gift card, $25 card to the Garden Center, especially after talking with Ryan this morning about all the things that are coming into the store for you to shop for. In some cases, you'll want to be a little patient. As Ryan mentioned, they have plants and things in the greenhouse that are growing, but they're babies yet, and they'll be ready to go a little bit later on. But they have all the things in the store, the pots, the fertilizer, all the things that you would expect to find. But the nice thing about this is it's not a 24-hour. It's a year-long.
Yes.
I'm sure Ryan doesn't want me to say that we're 24 hours. A year-long garden center, open all seasons.
Yes. Here's some more job opportunities that we have for you. Myers Construction is hiring for field employees right now. Candidate must be willing to travel during the week. CDL or some construction experience is preferred. Benefits would include health, dental, vision, insurance, AFLAC, IRA, and vacation. So stop out to their shop out on Rhino Road, just outside Broken Bow. And the full listing is posted for you on sandhillsexpress.com. Also, Cobblestone Hotel and Suites in Broken Bow has a housekeeper position available, full or part-time, very flexible scheduling. Be off work by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Successful candidates will have a strong work ethic, good attendance, and the ability to lift more than 10 pounds. Duties include but are not limited to cleaning guest rooms, handling laundry, safely handling cleaning products, and cleaning common areas. Need reliable transportation, and for students, scholarship opportunities could be available. Go to this website to apply. It's snagajob.com. If you have any questions, call 308-767-2060. Also, the Broken Bow Housing Authority is seeking to fill the position of executive director right now to provide leadership and direction to all aspects of the Housing Authority operations. The Broken Bow Housing Authority manages 40 apartments and 45 homes located in the city of Broken Bow and 20 apartments at Husker Homes in Ansley. You would work directly with the Board of Commissioners and oversee a staff of 5. Successful candidates should have a passion for quality customer service and a solid knowledge of regulatory environment. You must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a degree in business or public administration or finance and or experience in a related field would be preferred. This is a full-time position. You can submit a one-page letter of interest and a resume that includes salary history and 3 professional references to the Broken Bow Housing Authority at 825 South 9th Avenue, Broken Bow 68822. You can also stop in person as well and submit those things to the Broken Bow Housing Authority.
Thank you very much, Brent. Do want to say hello to Darlene Hazen Lindley. She is chatting with us here this morning on our feed on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, and she's wishing everybody a good St. Patty's Day. Thank you very much, Darlene. And Steve says good morning. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hey, we want to let you know about some special things happening right now at Mr. Rudy's in Sargent. First off, get your shamrock on at Mr. Rudy's St. Patty's Day party all day today where everything will be green. Enjoy a day when everyone is Irish, corned beef and cabbage served all day, and you may find a pot of gold with drawings and prizes all day as well. So bring your bagpipes for the open mic or your best jokes, too. They're just going to open it up and have a fun day today at Mr. Rudy's in Sargent. Also, they want to let you know about something they're calling the March Menu Madness. Here's an opportunity to fill out a bracket to celebrate March Madness, but when you get your bracket at Mr. Rudy's, it won't have a list of basketball teams on it. It's going to have a list of their menu items on it. Here's what they're going to do. Pick up your bracket, turn it in by March 24th. Each item ordered on contending bracket will get 1 point. So fill out your bracket and then order your favorite item to get votes for it. Items with most points or customer orders that week, ending Sundays, advance to the next level. So order, eat, and compete in the March Menu Madness at Mr. Rudy's in Sargent. You can get your brackets at Mr. Rudy's, at Loop Valley Shopper, and Custer County Chief.
All right. Is that all the paperwork?
Yeah, I think so.
Good deal. Thanks, everybody, for using the breakfast show to get those messages out about what you would like to offer your customers and, of course, all your need for good help out there. We appreciate that. And again, all those jobs that we've been reading are also listed in detail on sandhillsexpress.com on the employment page or jobs page. So be sure and check that out. If you missed a couple of details on some of those that we read, no problem. You can go look online. All right. The child star grew up and made politics entertaining by starring in The West Wing and then Parks and Rec. Who would that be?
No idea. Can't say I've watched either show, honestly.
Rob Lowe.
Oh, okay.
57 years old today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's also National Corned Beef and Cabbage Day, of course.
Oh, makes sense.
Kurt Russell.
Yes.
70 today.
Wow, really?
Yep. Longtime partner of actress Goldie Hawn and stepdad to actors Kate and Oliver Hudson. Started clear back in the Disney days.
Oh, I remember watching those Disney movies with Kurt Russell.
Yep. So that's a little bit of news. We already talked about LeBron James buying a portion of the Boston Red Sox. Here's one for you. It's a little creepy.
I love creepy
stories.
It's
a little creepy. It's Google creepy.
Okay.
The Google Nest will spy on your sleep.
Wonderful.
Just when you thought Google couldn't get any creepier, now they want to watch you sleep. Google's latest Nest Hub home device will have sleep sensing technology that can monitor your sleeping patterns from your bedside without having to wear a device. Instead, it uses radar to detect the depth of your breathing and any motion. So what do you call that again when you have you pass gas? Wait, what's that called?
Flatulence, I
Yeah.
believe, is the term that you are
Yeah,
constantly looking for.
Flatulence. I wonder if the new Google Nest Hub could pick that up at night.
Possibly. I don't know.
Time is running out to file your taxes, my friend.
It is. Yeah.
Your 2021 taxes. Now, I don't mean to nag you.
That's fine.
I want to, get on your case about it. But
Okay.
Have you filed your taxes yet?
Yipper.
Okay, as of now, you folks out there have less than a month to check in with Uncle Sam.
Oh, boy.
But here's a heads up. Lots of people who filed their taxes early are reporting delays in getting their refund checks. So if you think of the checks coming right back, well, maybe think again. They got late starts in processing at the IRS because of the stimulus check issue.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're busy, auditing people, trying to throw them in jail.
Yes.
So
we're not going to get an extension like we did a year ago.
Well,
it's April 15th this year.
So far, I don't think we've heard anything different than that. So don't think that it's coming and get fined. Okay. So we're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
Sun Valley Landscaping in Ansley is so excited for spring weather, and they would love to see you for an upcoming class they're hosting with succulents in the spotlight. Coming up Sunday and Monday, March 21st and 22nd, this class will include everything you need to put your succulents together. Reserve your spot by calling or texting 308-325-7070 and be on the lookout for information about a hanging basket class in April. Follow them on Facebook for details. Sun Valley Landscaping and Greenhouse, opening day, April 15th.
Run down your preseason checklist and make sure you are prepared for the 2021 farming season. And that, of course, would include making sure your irrigation and stock wells are good to go. And, of course, that would mean a call to Downey Drilling in Kearney, Lexington, or Garden City for service and efficiency testing. Not checking those wells makes about as much sense as running the Iditarod in Miami. Downey Drilling is licensed in 8 states, so no matter where you are, so are they. Find them online at downeydrilling.com. Downey Drilling, a tradition of excellence for over 61 years.
My mom always said there are 3 kinds of luck: good luck, bad luck, and dumb luck. My dad always said the harder you work, the luckier you get. I was lucky before I was born. Both my parents immigrated from Germany. My dad was 10 when World War I broke out, and he didn't have to fight for Kaiser Wilhelm. He came to America age 21 and didn't have to fight for Hitler in 1945. My mom worked as a cook at Dresden, Germany at a ball bearing factory. She got off the noon shift. Later that day, the Allied bombers destroyed that factory. You are lucky because we got the best of America's young talent coming to the Windmill Festival. 2 for the price of 1 till St. Patrick's Day. Mark Wills, Jason Pritchett, Sheila Greenland, Chris Jansen, Ali Colleen, Lucas Hogue, Logan Mice, voice winner Chevelle Shepard, Josh Grayson. It's 6 or 60 foot apart, no VIP section. Everyone is important. Buy your tickets or campsites now. Log on to windmillfestival.com or at their Facebook.
It is 9:50, and we do want to remind you we have Husker Volleyball on for you tonight on St. Patty's Day. Airtime 6:30, tip at 7, and that is tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM. So check it out. Hopefully they can bounce back from that split with Ohio State, right?
Yeah, Ohio State. Yeah.
Always never know which it is.
I'm sorry, Dave. The Ohio State University.
That's right.
Yes.
I keep forgetting that. All right, before we run out of time, we're going to play the Promise song, and I want to thank, if they happen to be listening or go back and listen, I want to thank Kevin and Favo for sending this to us. This was recorded about a year ago live, and the artist's name is Luke Kelly, and he is probably one of the top Irish folk singers in the business right now, and I'm not sure of the title of the song, but it's beautiful. I hope you folks will take time to sit down and enjoy it. It's about Raglan Road and the dawning of the day, and I think you'll enjoy this song that was recorded about a year ago live in Ireland.
On Raglan Road.
Luke Kelly and the Dublineers recorded that about a year ago live, and yes, I'm starting to tear up a little bit when I hear Irish tunes. They somehow reach the soul. I hope they reach yours this morning on this St. Patrick's Day. So we have a gift certificate that happens to be green, and we have a note coming in that happens to be white. Let's do the white one first.
I just want to remind you that the Diaper Depot is going to be open today. They'll be set up at the Church of God in Broken Bow, 9 to 4. They do encourage you to park on the west side of the courthouse. Also, they remind you that donations are always accepted. So, Diaper Depot in Broken Bow open today, 9 to 4 at the Church of God.
All right, we are going to take the first caller at 872-2801. If you've never won a card before, you're eligible. And we're going to take you on the air real quick here.
Good.
And find out who we have. Good morning, you're on the air. Who are we talking to?
This is Janet.
Janet. Oh, Janet, I've been thinking about you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Dave.
You bet. You bet. You have any Irish blood? I know you have English blood.
Yes, and my father was Irish. So.
You have a wild mix there, English and Irish.
Don't we all? I mean, really.
We do.
If you think about it.
Janet, so good to hear from you. We'll just put your name on this card.
I need to get out and see you guys anyway. So, yep.
Come see us, all right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, yes. Janet, been thinking about you. Glad you called in. And she has won herself a $25 gift card to the Garden Center. Tomorrow we have one more. It goes to the Broken Bow Country Club gift card collection there.
Good.
So somebody's going to enjoy that. Go out and have a hamburger and a drink or whatever. So that's tomorrow. That'll be the last one. Okay. Thanks for sitting with me today, Brent.
You bet, Dave. Thank you.
St. Patty's. Have a good one, folks.